Hello, my darlings. Happy Friday to you all. The weekend is upon us, and I am back with another Design Me Devon. Welcome to Nana Pat's house. Really cute looking little British house that I just fell in love with, that I saw on the gallery. I'm looking at it now. You can probably see it in my glasses. And I'm really looking forward to renovating this. Very much so. Yes, it's definitely a British house. It's definitely a British house. I can just sense British coming from it. And I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So let's flop on over. We'll have a little read through of the actual house itself, and then we'll go ahead, give us a little tour around it, and then I'll go and renovate it. Okay, my loves, here we are. We are at Nana Pat's house. I love the look of this. I really do. This is just so nostalgic to me. It's got to be a British house. It's got to be. And I think it is, because this is done by Emily28. Emily28 was the creator of this house. So if you guys want to go and download this off the gallery, I would implore you to, because it's absolutely stunning. I've just had a little look through it now. And I'm excited to give this a bit of renovation. So we're going to read through. We've got Nana Pat is getting on in years and has decided to move in with her daughter. She has left the home to her granddaughter, Frankie, and Frankie's wife, Yesenia. Nana's house is stuck in the 70s, as she hasn't been able to decorate in her old age. Nana encourages Frankie, who is an artist, and Yesenia, who is an interior designer, to completely remodel and transform the house and bring it into the 21st century. Her only request is that the couple creates a beautiful back garden for the family to relax in when Nana comes to visit. As for Frankie and Yesenia, they would love to modernize the home. I'm thinking I'm reading this in the right way, whilst maintaining the cozy, homey vibe. They want to work with designers DevonBumpkin, that's me, Felixandre, and Hey Harrie. So I'm going to be using Felix's and Harrie's custom content in this renovation, which I'm excited about because they are my favorite CC creators anyway. But welcome any other creators and designers too. So I might even mix it up and chuck a bit more people in. I don't know. Please help them create their forever home. There is no specific budget for this project, but the couple would like to keep it under 90,000 plus any profit made from selling items. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. So let me give you a little tour around the actual house before I go ahead and give it a bit of a renovation. So here we are. We are at Nana Pat's. This is so nostalgic. The little touches that you've done on this are just genius. Emily, you should be so proud. I think something was missing here. I think something was missing on this lot. So I had to connect this lot in. I think it just glitched out for some reason. I don't know why. So I've connected it in. I'm unsure if you used this like paver here, but I did that anyway. So yes, look at it. Look at the little washing line. I tried to work out how you did this, and you did like a little diagonal fence with some poles. That's such a clever and cool idea rather than using the in-game one. And I like how you, even though these windows like glitch a little bit, I love these windows like overlapped, the look of them. This house is just so nostalgic to me in the shape. I just love it. And your landscaping out the back in the garden here, I love this. This must have taken you absolutely ages because you've used all of the correct pieces to create this little pathway going through. Just mixed up loads of like little like textures and stuff. We've got a garage out here. We've also got a lovely little like green, well, it's not a greenhouse, it's a conservatory, which I love as well. I can imagine like an older couple living in this. That is the vibe that I'm getting from this big time. Now so we've obviously got a living room going through here as well. Just look how you've crammed this with just little details everywhere. I absolutely love what you've done with it. It just feels lived in, like just the placement of furniture, everything's at a bit of like a little angle. I know how much work must have gone into making this build, and I am absolutely floored by it. So it's got like a little conservatory out here as well, a little utility room, nice, kitchen slash mini diners. This might be where they eat breakfast and stuff. Is that a fruit loaf or something that you give me there? Oh, thank you, darling. Very nice indeed. But just look at all the little like all these little like details everywhere. I'm for it. Oh, let me put that back in the same position, thank you. Dining room coming to this way as well. Once again, just like a little like offset chair just to make it feel lived in. I love this. So obviously the entrance is here, and you've got this little garage. It's not a garage, I was just thinking about the garage. We're going to go there next. And a little toilet there as well. And the thing that I was floored about with the garage, I had a little nose around it, is they're like just you putting these like up with the tool mod and stuff, and you would have had to have put these up separately, right? Yes. Oh my lord, that must have took you absolutely forever. A little toolkit going on there. Let's get you back to where you were, my love. Very nice indeed. Oh, I'm for it. And then upstairs, we've got a really nice little layout going on here as well. So we've got a little landing area here. One bedroom on this side with its own ensuite, that looks like. Yes. A big family bathroom and another little bedroom here too, and then a mini little office area here. Just love it. Look at the avocado suite that you've done as well. So cool. Emily, you should be so proud of this build. I've fallen in love with it. I love it as it is. Guys, go and download this and don't make as many changes as what I am thinking about making to this, because we're going to revamp this and make it completely modern while still keeping the shape and the charm of it. I'm going to go along the lines of that, I think. What I'm going to do, I don't really know yet. I'm unsure. I'm thinking about maybe doing a modern extension. Of course I'm going to, because it's me. Nice, like, kitchen out in that area, maybe the living room here or here. I don't know, maybe a office at the back or something there, I'm feeling. I may even move the bathroom. I'm unsure. But just rejig this layout here a little bit, just to sort of widen it and brighten it up, open the space out. And then upstairs, I don't think I'm going to change much of the layout upstairs. I think what I'm going to do though is maybe get rid of this ensuite, just have a main bathroom, 2 bedrooms, maybe get rid of this little room here and have like walk-in closets or something along those lines, I think. But I just look at that is so lovely. Such a lovely little build. Emily, you should be so proud of it. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to whip away. I'm going to renovate this and I'll be back with you in probably a few hours from now. But for you, it will just be a few seconds. So here we are, my darlings. We are back at Nana Pat's house. I had so much fun renovating this. I really did. I tried to keep as much as the charm and stuff as possible, but I did heavily modernize it, including the exterior as well. So it was definitely modernized, done in my kind of tastes as well, using just custom content from Harrie and Felix as well, including their new stuff that they've just done, the shop the look stuff. Stunning once again. Objects, and you will see that in just a second. Lovely stuff. Ended up going for 2 bathrooms as well. 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 main bathroom upstairs, and then a smaller bathroom on the ground level. But I did rejig the layout down here. Main reasons being we put a big modern extension on the back, and I absolutely loved the look of it afterwards. I did delete a couple of rooms as well accidentally. You probably did see that happening as I was going through just clearing the space. But I ended up just going in with a hammer after. I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go in and just blitz it all. Just get it all done, dusted. But yeah, I had so much fun with this. Did have so much fun with this. And as always, guys, keep your builds coming in, because as of February, Design Me Devon will be coming back a lot more, because I'm taking those Mondays off to be able to actually record Design Me Devons and stuff and build. So keep them coming in. Just use the hashtag Design Me Devon on the Sims 4 gallery, and I'm saying Devon like that because it's Devon. I've seen people put an I for Devon, and it's not. It's Devon. It's Devon with the O. Thank you, and thank you for coming. So I darkened the exterior, but I still kept the exterior. I darkened the exterior, but still kept it very neutral with these palettes here. Using Felixandre's London brick, I decided to put some new brick on the actual house itself. And I went in with Harrie's brownstone brick in black there. And I accented this on the top as well, where we put some lovely windows from Harrie's Spoons pack, which is that kind of like commercial pack. We use these windows here and the doors as well. And I just thought it fit this house lovely. Still modernize it, but it's keeping that charm. It's keeping that cottagey shape that it's got going on here. And then out the back, having a lovely modern extension on with some bifold doors. This is where I put the kitchen, and also a little mini dining room area as well. I end up doing. Ignore this roof at the minute. I go for a different roof shape altogether. That one there was just wasn't working for this one. I decided on going for a pitched roof for this one, but still having a glass ceiling. And yeah, I do it now. There we go. Is it called pitched roof? I don't care what it's called. It's just a bloody roof, isn't it, to be honest? And yeah, I do like it. Do very much like it indeed. So yeah, just Harrie and Felix content in here. I was like iffing around whether to go for other of my favorite creators, but I was just like, no, do you know what? I'm going to keep this one just for a Harrie and Felix build. And it really worked. It really worked. Wrap around a whole bit of decking here as well. I just wanted to utilize the outside space a little bit better around that modern extension. And I think it worked. I did think it worked. Now, Hedge of Dreams, had to use these, but then I was finding, oh, I can't fit that one in. It's kind of going onto the pavement. So I changed them. We skip away from the Hedge of Dreams, and I pushed that wall back another tile as well. So we've got a bit more room. You can see it there, what I've did, and I've used those hedges instead. And then we just get a big tree and put it in the front. Look at that door. Love that door. That door works really well on commercial and residential lots. It is from Harrie Spoon's pack, which is a beautiful pack, as is all of them. And I just think it worked on this house. It was very contemporary, but it was still keeping that kind of rusticness that I was kind of going for with this house. Even though this isn't a rustic kind of house, this is a very, how would I say it, like a suburban house in the UK, really. But suburban houses come in very many different shapes and sizes in the UK, same as anywhere else in the world. But this one here, I was struggling with that fence there for some reason. But this one here, I remember these when I was little. They used to be around the areas that I used to live in, and yeah, very nostalgic, and I loved it. Obviously going around with some terrain painting now, and we're going to go a little bit more finer with it there, just so it didn't go right up to the edge, because I hate when sometimes I terrain paint and you get that harsh like soil line when the grid's not there. I hate that, so I usually go a bit smaller just to kind of counteract that. But yes, I was very pleased with the outcome of this. You can see I've already put all of, well, you can't, but I've already put all of the wallpapers and stuff on the interiors. We go for a muted vibe on the interior, neutrals, but with pops of kind of like burgundies, those kind of vibes. That's what we end up going for. And I ended up putting in 2 cars on that little driveway there, and using the garage as a gym. I put some gym equipment in there, along with no, that was it, just some gym equipment. I didn't really change the garage, to be honest with you, apart from the like wallpapers. Just kept it the same. Sadly, for some reason, that toolkit that Emily did on the wall, that disappeared, sadly. I think I must have like got rid of it when I was moving the roof or something, and it just deleted, and I was like, oh, I'm not placing all of that again. So I left it. I was going to go for a glass wall there, but it just didn't make sense. It kind of shut off the garden area from the kitchen, so I decided on not to. And one of the wants from this, what would you call it? I don't really know what I would call it. The brief. There we go. From the brief, we needed a nice little chill out area out here, or a little entertaining space for when Nana Pat comes to visit. So I put some nice chairs with some bifold doors. It opens the inside out. I kept the washing machine and dryer as well. Oh, I don't think I even used them. I didn't. I kept the washer and dryer and didn't even put them in the house. Oh, for goodness sake. That was the only fail, I think, from this one. You can see the washer and dryer over in the corner, but I didn't even use them. Silly bum. Really am. But anyway, so out onto this little level, nice entertaining space, did a nice circle dining table, and then we did a little bit more landscaping around this bit, just using a mixture of things I haven't really used, including that like big leafy plant. I love that one. I don't know what that one's from. I'm unsure what that plant is from, but it's in the live edit and debug, so I decided to use it here, and I just think it really worked. I just wanted a little bit of greenery in the garden, but still keeping it quite minimal, as what I did in the interior as well. I did keep the interiors quite minimal, and that's where I put the washer and dryer and completely forgot about them. So yeah, that's fun. I'll have to go and delete them. I shall have a washer and dryer. I'll have a washer and dryer. There's nowhere to put them in the kitchen, to be honest with you, and I didn't do a separate utility room either. So that was a fail on my part. Now, this is the new sofa. This sofa here is part of Harrie and Felix's kind of shop the look. It's a modular sofa, so I was trying to sort of copy what they did in their sort of like picture of it. And I've seen this sofa before. I just think it's stunning because you can sit in a whole direction here. I put a bookcase on one side and a fire on the other side. And this is kind of like a chill out kind of... It is a living room, but I've kind of done two living rooms. One of them being like a media room with a TV and stuff. This one here is a bit more of an entertaining space, so they can come and sit around on these sofas, read books, do whatever you want to do, sit in front of the fire. And I just loved it. And I love that deep burgundy color. And it just fit in there perfectly. I think it really did. But I just like the feel of this house. There's a mix of furniture. Some of it's quite classic, but some of it's also very kind of contemporary and modern, which is how I like to furnish my house in real life. So yeah, very much into it indeed. One of my favorite ever kind of like console sort of side tables. What do you call these? A side unit, we'll call it. Is this one here from Harrie's and Felix's organic pack. I just love it. I would love that in my house. And I want it. I very much do. But yes, very nice. Very nice. And cushions, look at these new cushions from the new pack as well. The ones with the tassels on. I'm for that little glass side table as well. I thought I'd put it on the other side just so they've got somewhere to put their drinks or something if they're in front of the fire. But yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it big time. There are a few items that I didn't use from that new pack just because I couldn't find them at the minute, to be honest with you. I need to go through and maybe type in the keywords and find them all. So I was just pulling out stuff willy-nilly. And I used stuff from Felix's Berlin pack as well. So you'd probably need to have Felix's Berlin pack for this house as well, because I've used quite a bit from there. Onto the kitchen, using Harrie's brownstone. Beautiful kitchen. I went for this dark wood and black top vibe. Main reasons being I wanted to pull a lot of the focal points of all the black, like trimmed windows and stuff into the interiors. So you probably see a little like flash of black here and there. And I just love this kitchen. I like the layout of this kitchen as well, actually. It's quite very practical. A very practical kitchen. But I did mix up the island. I forgot to say that, actually. I used Harrie's Halcyon island with the brownstone kitchen units instead. So you just need all of their custom content for this build. I will leave a link down below to their website where you just need to go and download everything, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to itemize everything. I hate doing that. I really do hate doing that. That's one of the worst things about using custom content, is going through and linking everything. But I know that I have to because I need to for these creators. But with Harrie and Felix, just go and download the bloody lot, love. Go and download the bloody lot. And I was thinking, oh, damn, I need some like lights above here. So I'm doing that little trick by putting like a beam on the top. And then I was able to use, I can't remember what lights I used here, actually. I think it was some new, oh, it was from the spoons pack. This one here, I sized it down and I did black at first, but I noticed that I used quite a few accents of white throughout the build. So I actually changed that light to a white just to bring a bit of that accent across into the kitchen, and it really worked. And I used the same sofa there just for a nice little nook down at that point just by the kitchen, so they've got somewhere to sit. Now this is the media room, so it isn't another kind of living room, but obviously just you can get away without having the TV blaring into the kitchen stuff, and you've got your own little like private space. And I put blinds up on these parts as well. I haven't with the rest of them, but with this, I just wanted it to be a little bit more intimate. So that's what I ended up doing. And then on this bit here, I ended up doing a little window seat as well, which are from the organic pack. Once again, just look at those textures. Look at that. That's just stunning, isn't it? How did they do this? I would love to learn how to make custom content. I really would. But yeah, maybe not. Because I know how time consuming it is, and I don't have the time. I really don't have the time. But if there is any CC creators out there, Max's Match CC preferably, who want to do a bit of a collaboration with me, then please reach out, because at some point in this year, I would fucking love to do that. I really would. I really would. But yes, feel free. Feel free. I've got lots of ideas, promise. Shelves. Those shelves are from Felix's Berlin pack. That new side unit underneath the TV, that is from the Shop the Look pack. That is Harrie's, I think. I think that's Harrie's one or Felix's. I can't remember. They're both stunning. It looks nice. You'll see it a bit more in the video tour. Now, I wanted to utilize an office. So this office space is off from the media, but what I've done is just did a wall across, but left one tile, so it's kind of like a separating wall from this office area. That desk is from the Berlin pack, as are the computers and stool, and that light is from the new Shop the Look pack as well, which is stunning. That light is lovely. My graphics card doesn't like it because you get these little funny lines all over it, but for some reason my graphics card just doesn't like that light for some reason, and that happens quite often with custom content. I don't know why that is. People, you feel free to enlighten me why that is, because I don't know why it is. Okay, I put a little shelving unit across here using the brownstone ones, And then on this bit here, I'll just put a nice little bit of art. And then up on top, I just fill it with like files and stuff. Someone was like, I remember Emily saying that one of them was like a graphic designer. So I thought this would be a nice spot for them to do their art and whatnot. I should have put an easel in this spot, actually. In fact, what I'm going to remember to do is to put an easel in this spot because I forgot, because I've remembered that Emily said that the other lady was an artist. So I think where this plant is, I'm going to put an easel. I'm going to do that. Anyway, up to the bedrooms too. So two smaller kind of double bedrooms, two smaller bedrooms in case Nana Pack comes over to stay. Using the bed from the Berlin pack from Felixandre, stunning, and the bedding as well with that throw on top is just absolutely gorgeous. These were quite tight spaces and I didn't want to change the layout of them at all. What I've done is opened it up with an arch off to the right there, and that's going to be like a dressing room. So that's where I put all the wardrobe and stuff, and then it allowed me to have this space here that I'm playing with now just for the actual bedroom area itself. That wall leaning mirror is absolutely beautiful. I looked at getting a very similar one to that from Zara Home. It was stunning and I was going to buy it, but I measured the dimensions of it and it would have been too big for where I wanted to put the mirror, sadly. So I would have had that mirror IRL if it fit in my house, and it didn't. How very dare it indeed. But I still really like it. I do. Still very much like it indeed. But yes, into the little dressing room now, using Felix's Berlin wardrobe, which is beautiful. There is a version of that one with the door open. You can see it at the bottom there. But that door went into the window, sadly. I would love to have used that in here, but sadly it just didn't. It didn't work, sadly. On these windows here, I ended up putting blinds, but on a lot of them, especially on the upstairs, I shift the windows up quite high. So on your eye level, if you were a person, people would not be able to see into the room. So you wouldn't need to have blinds up on them really. So, but for the dressing rooms, there are houses opposite on this lot. So you can see them there creeping through. And on this bedroom here, actually, they're kind of like opposite, if you know what I mean, vice versa, these bedrooms. So I had to put a blind up on this spare bedroom. But I still really like it. Still very much like it indeed. And my toe just clicked then. She has come to the party. She is ready to do a bit of yoga. So I can stretch her out. That's... I'm not even going into that. But yes, bedroom. And with this bedroom, I wanted to have a little sofa in it. A little sofa and a TV. I thought it would have been nice for your guests to come over and be able to have their own little or their own TV up in the room. I ended up sizing this one down, the Samsung frame one from Harrie. And yeah, I ended up sizing it down. I think it's from Harrie and Felix, actually. Cannot remember at all. But yeah, just look at this little vibe. And I was looking around for clocks and stuff and nothing was working. All the clocks are so shit in game. And I've never really found a nice custom content one. I have seen a few. There was Pierre Sim has done a beautiful like custom content clock, but because I was just using an Harrie and Felix for this one, I couldn't use it, sadly. Pierre Sim is another one of my favorite custom content creators, so please go and check them out. Now, last room that we're going to do is the main bathroom upstairs, and we've gone for this brutalist brick one, and we've gone for a pinky and gold and brown tone in here. A palette I haven't really played around with in a bathroom, and I really liked how it came out. I really liked how this came out with that bare brick wall and stuff. And this is from Harry's Brutalist pack as well. Now, I think we're coming up to the end. Let me just check. Yeah, 20 seconds. So I'm going to leave you. I hope you have a lovely bloody weekend, all of you, my darlings. I will be back on Monday, probably with some more Design Me Devon. Not Design Me Devon. Let's Build the Worlds. I'm going to leave you now for the before and after video tour, so check it out. Have a lovely weekend, my darlings, and I'll see you soon.